against Spain, but also with yourself. Your name has been linked with the job. Whether you'd ever consider international management in the future.
Wow, I thought that is one of the answers, a question I answer most often in my life. In the future, maybe. Now, no, because I have no time. I have a job, pretty intense job, by the way. So, and not sure if anybody asks for me or after me, and I don't know, in public or whatever. But if they don't know, I have a job here, Liverpool. Even when the weather's bad again, I like it, and I'm responsible for a lot of things here. So I will not go and search for another challenge out there. I have enough challenges after waking up in the morning already, so that's enough.
Okay, in order, Steve Bates, and then we go to Johnny Northcroft. Steve, next.
Yes, good afternoon, Jürgen.
Hello.
Jürgen, obviously you managed at a very high level in the Bundesliga at Dortmund, and I'm sure during your time there you must have had similar injury issues like you're facing now. I'm just wondering, two parts of the same question really. You must have had leaders that stepped up at Dortmund to help that dressing room when you faced these kind of problems. So how important are players like perhaps James Milner and Jordan Henderson in terms of their leadership in the dressing room to guide you through this period?
In this situation, you cannot put now the responsibility again on 2 or 4 shoulders, whatever you want to say. So these boys are incredibly important the whole year. And I said it plenty of times, without the character of my players, and not only Millie and Hendo, but especially Millie and Hendo, Ginny, Verge, all these guys are natural leaders, and what they did in the last few years is absolutely exceptional, incredible. So that's not only now, but they're always important. And but it's much more that we create immediately again a mood. So and we did that and working on that. The boys are today the first time we are together since Man City. So all of them, they came all back now, landed, tested, bam, bam, bam. So this is the first day when we will be together, and we will create for ourselves the mood that is all clear. We go in the next game for all. That's always like it is. That's like it always was. And we don't go for excuses. And it's like, and it happened a lot in the last few days, and you are not together, and then you see it, all the boys all over the world see that Joe is getting injured seriously, get all the news, and it's difficult then to find a common approach and how but messages obviously flew in to try to help him and give him some positive vibes and all these kind of things. Then Hendo left the pitch in halftime for England. It's not nice. Trent was clear pretty much after the City game already that he will be out for a while. So all these things happened while we were not together. So if only 2 players now go there in the dressing room and tell the boys how to do, that's not enough. We all have to step up, but that's what we will do. So I'm not worried about that.
Okay. Johnny Northcroft, then Simon Mullock, and then we're finishing with Joe Bernstein. Johnny.
Hi, Jürgen. I was interested in the answer you gave to the question about leadership, about listening. You said that leadership's about listening. I just wondered, with all the fixtures coming up and the concerns about injuries, if you have a system in place for listening to your players, and also, are you encouraging them to be honest about how they're feeling physically? Because often players want to just play, so they'll tell you that they're not feeling tired or they're fit, when maybe they need to be honest about being in the red zone or whatever.
Let me say, I said listening because I thought before you make a decision, you should know what's about. There's one other thing you can do is watching. In my case, especially that we watch each training session, each game, everything. We have a lot of information about play, about the physical status of the player. But you're right. And I said it before. If you ask a player, as long as he can walk, he always wants to play, and it's good. That's good. So my job is to find out if he underestimates the situation or overestimates himself, whatever. That's how it is. But the boys are usually fit and used to a lot of intensity during a season. So we use each source we can have. But how I said before, most of the things we are used to do alone, and we have to do alone, but we need help from outside as well. And I don't speak about us as Liverpool or whatever. We have to make changes again with subs. We have to talk about the fixture list and all these kind of things, because our hands are from a specific point on tied, because we cannot do it quicker. Like it's at Christmas around, we will play again in less than 48 hours. And we have this discussion. Everybody looks like at me and he's again talking about it and all these kind of things. But this is from a physical standpoint of view. It's possible, but really dangerous. And what we do over the season is pretty much the same. It's possible, but really dangerous. And with the discussions around, and I really think I take it really serious for the what we talk in a moment about with dementia and the concussion stuff with heading and all these things. But if people would have talked about that 50 years ago, we wouldn't have to discuss about it today. And now we're in a really difficult situation where players are more under threat than before because of the situation the whole world is in. And so we have to make sure that we help as much as we can. And that's the thing, that we really have to talk about these things, because otherwise nothing will change, and the things have to change. And thank God we had 2 days ago this managers meeting. And if we would have voted that day, then it would have been 15-5 in favor of 5 subs. But we couldn't vote because managers are not allowed to do that. But if it was from 11-9 against, or for 3 subs, in favor of 3 subs, it was 15-5 in favor of 5 subs. And so now hopefully the deciders can make the next steps.
Okay. Simon Mullock, and then finishing with Joe Bernstein. Simon.
Hi, Jürgen. One of the great narratives of the Premier League over the last couple of seasons has been how Liverpool and Man City have driven each other to better levels. Obviously, Pep has said that having you around has made him a better manager, and he's signed a new contract this week. Do you feel
because of me?
Yeah. Do you still feel the
You
same way?
signed a new contract because of me. I love it.
Do you feel the same way? And are you happy that he's signed a new contract, because it allows that rivalry to continue maybe for another 3 years?
I'm happy. I'm happy about Pep signing a new contract. But I'm a little bit afraid of it will not be Guardiola against Klopp or something like that over the next few years. So because it looks like that Frank and Chelsea are building a proper team there. Man United will not stay without trying, and Arsenal will do the same. They're obviously on a good way as well. Tottenham looks really dangerous this year. Leicester is obviously really good, and 100% Wolves will not sleep, and all these kind of things. So 100% I forgot now somebody, not because I was disrespectful, just because I see the development, because I watch a lot of football and I watch us a lot, but I watch other teams a lot as well. That means I see how the steps they make, and that's if you want, a threat for all of us. So, but I'm happy that Pep stays with me for longer.
Stays with you. Joe Bernstein's finished. Last question. You're on mute, Joe. You're going to take it off mute if you can, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, I've done it. Jürgen, I wanted to ask you a question about someone that I think will be playing on Sunday, Joel Matip. He has relatively little said about him. He's 29 now. I mean, do you think he should be coming into the
best footballer age?
Yeah, I was going to say, do you think he's coming into the peak of his as a centre half? He should really be at the peak now.
Well, Joel, since he's with us, he's incredible. He's incredible. He was before incredible. That's why we signed him. He's an incredible football player. It's unbelievable how good he is. Yes, he was unlucky with injuries. Before he arrived here, he had no injuries. He played for Schalke pretty much through 4, 5, 6 years. And here, when it starts, then you have to be lucky from a specific moment. But they're all different. So the last injury had somebody cut his tendon on the toe. So by swishing, it was in again the Everton game, but before in the old season. So and you're out, and it looks like you are vulnerable or whatever. But it's just something everybody would have had if you are in the situation. So now he's back, and hopefully for a long time. And if he's in the best moment of his career, I don't know, but I was really happy with the moment of his career which he was in for the last, well, how long is he here? 3 years, probably, for the last 3 years. So super player.
Close to 4, I think. But yeah, there we go. Thank you very much, guys. Much appreciated. And we'll speak to you after the game. Thank you. That's us.
Nobody asked about the managers. Nobody asked about the managers meeting. I can't believe what's happening here. I can't believe.